Hello there, this is Ashley Brooks again, returning to talk to you a little bit more about the overfishing of coral reefs. Today we're going to cover our stakeholder groups and the vision statement and then some of our goals. So for the stakeholder groups, it would really encompass a lot of individuals, governments, groups that are interested in investing in the coral reef recovery and to protect it in the future. So as you can see, I have here some country-specific government representatives. So that would probably be the countries that have the coastal areas where reefs are. Obviously, not all reefs are right next to a specific country, so that's why I put that it would be kind of more of a specific government representative that would be there. Some citizens from those coastal areas that might be affected by the reefs dying altogether, or extreme regulation of fishing might impact jobs, that sort of thing. Conservation, research, and education groups. So I included that because a lot can be done through like volunteer organizations, people who aren't necessarily going to get immediate gain from this, but they'd have a lot of maybe personal investment in working to preserve natural resources. And I think education groups are important because we need to educate those people or groups of people how to, preserve those coastal areas and reefs. Tourism officials, a lot of tourist activities occur in reef areas, so we would want to make sure that tourism is not super affected. Also fishermen, that kind of goes into a little bit of the tourism side as well. As you can see, recreational and chartered. So their impact in the area, obviously with the overfishing, we would want to make sure that those jobs aren't impacted greatly by either just doing away with the fishing or putting some sort of extreme regulation there. The boating industry, that's kind of a recreational thing as well. However, if there's no need for boats because there's no fishing, that would definitely cause some concern there. So our vision statement, as you can see, it's kind of long. I'll just read through it real quick. So to preserve and extend the life of coral reefs through thoughtful and effective regulation and policy while using scientific contributions and diverse ingenuity to help restore damaged and dying reefs. Nations and communities will come together to acknowledge the importance of preserving the ocean's biodiversity while striving to coexist with populations and industries dependent on the reefs for food, income, and protection. Researchers and educators will work simultaneously to provide resources and data to ensure efforts are successful and future generations can continue to benefit and enjoy the bountiful resources that the coral reefs provide. So that is definitely a lot of information. However, as a vision statement, I think it kind of brings together all the ideas that would help to protect and educate and kind of lay the foundation of bringing everyone together to really look at each stakeholder and making sure that the needs are being met for each. So the overarching goals, we'd like to restore and enhance dying and damaged coral reefs. We'd like to promote research diversity of interconnected habitats, limit and reduce stress from human activity, acknowledge potential conflicts among users, and achieve and sustain a thriving working relationship between the ecosystem of the coral reefs and the stakeholders dependent on the survival of the reefs. So I provided a little bit of information for each goal, but as you can see, we're really trying to promote the idea that it's not going to take one single country or group of people or one stakeholder that's going to make this happen. It's really going to take more of like a global effort to come together and realize that our impacts or the impact of our activities are really taking a toll, and how we can regulate that and look for a way to better use those resources so that they're around for future generations. And then just the ending slide is some references. So thanks for listening, and I will be back with more information on this.